Okay, so last night I decided that I was gonna take an RGB strip that I found that I had from like a year or two ago that I noticed took 4-pin RGB headers as its input. I was gonna take that and try to put it inside my PC case. I have another set of a fuck ton of RGB LEDs that I'm not going to put in my case because there's just way too many, but that I have one of the strands on my desk, one on the back of my monitor, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other half. That remains to be seen. We'll figure it out. So I put the RGB lights in, and then I went and downloaded the Asus Aura software so that I can like mess with the RGB, because my motherboard has RGB on the top corner, and so far that had just been like color cycling through the rainbow since I got it. My graphics card is blue, and it's just always blue. When I plugged that in at the beginning, it was synced with the lights at the corner of my motherboard, and it was just color cycling with them. So I downloaded the software so that I could go in and control those more carefully. And then for about 20 minutes, my computer was stuck in a loop where it would boot, and then at some point between trying to load Windows and me logging in, like various points between that and like seeing my desktop, it would just blue screen for one of a few different reasons. And then it would reset, and then it would blue screen again, and then it'd reset, and then it'd blue screen again, and then it'd reset, and then it'd blue screen again. And it was a really shitty cycle. I turned it off at one point and turned it back on, and then I got all the way to my desktop before it shut down. I restarted like 4 or 5 times and had to unplug the strip. And like even after unplugging the strip, it still took a few extra restarts to be able to get in without it blue screening. What do you think oh, fuck. That wasn't planned. That was fucking, oh. Pissed. Hello? That was fucking obnoxious. Eventually, I got it fixed. I shut it down for longer. I fully power cycled it or whatever. Booted up. It took it a bit longer to boot than normal, but then it booted just fine. And now, my PC looks like this. I think this is pretty dope. I would love to find a way to run my bias lighting off of my motherboard as well. And I have an extra RGB header. Just the problem is that my bias lighting LED strips don't take the standard 4-pin input. So I'm probably just gonna have to make some sort of a go between. It shouldn't be that hard. Just connect metal bits. So if I can get that figured out, that would be pretty cool. Sync up my desk and my PC. That sounds pretty lit. The front of my PC is actually still exposed because my mom is working on a decal for me. I'm gonna make the front of my PC look like the Saturn V, the first stage of the Saturn V. Meridian crawled a little bit today, so that was pretty cool. We've been waiting for her to start doing that for a few weeks at this point, actually. But then she actually kind of did crawl a little bit today, so that was pretty neat.
Miles.
Yeah?
Come put that
Baby, I love you. Can you come to Daddy?
Brilliant.
Where's Daddy?
You're not even paying attention, are you?
Okay, so let her crawl to Daddy now.
She got it.
It's alright, she's got it. That's fine.
No, that's what was making
She
her
thinks
laugh.
this is pretty funny.
Fatality.
Ivysaur. Eevee's the hat. Sand slash, but doing them people.
That's a hell of a ride.
Here she goes.
Yeah, that's from just turning into the hat right there.
There she goes.
There she goes.
Yep.
Miles, move them. Pull it back.
Towards you, babe. There you go. Good girl, Meridian. Come on, you can do it.
Get him.
Tag, you got him, didn't you? Good job, babe. She took a 2.5-hour nap this morning and her brain organized it enough.
Yeah. All right.